Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean. Please welcome Miss Valerie from Illumination Portal. Hello, Valerie.
Thank you, Jean. Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I don't know where all the comments went. Did you notice that all the comments sort of disappeared?
It,
Isn't that
there's a lot of
unusual?
shenanigans today. We have a lot going on in the stars, right?
Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
me see.
I think that they are hello everybody, and I see Emily first and Craig Dixon. I think they're changing things, you guys. I see Constance Lewis, I see Jenny Berlin, but
Mhm.
anybody that was here, Chris Cassidy and Jenny and Miss Sherlock and Craig Dixon, you'll have, if you were here before the show, you'll have to put your notes back or your messages back in again. That's very unusual they're changing things and upgrading things. So maybe, you know, um, yeah. So welcome everybody and welcome to Valerie and welcome to Scorpio season. I do know we
Oh,
had the first of the month was the new moon in Scorpio, which was a rare occasion. Is that right, Val?
yeah. It doesn't usually land on the first, and that is also uh, the Diwali, and
Okay.
so think of that, right? We're in the darkest, deepest new moon because new moons are the dark moons in Scorpio, but there's Diwali where the light returns. I just got chills. And it's not been easy these last couple of years as we are being left. Things are coming up to be released, and it's been real heavy the last month. But when we get into Scorpio season, and we have the the things that we have, like most of the outer planets are retrograde. Okay, so a lot of that will not clear up. They won't all go direct until January, mostly February. So we're still in this period of release. Now we're in the best season for release in Scorpio season, right? You got that Scorpio new moon. You plant your seeds on that new moon. That's a deep, deep, fertile soil to grow things in. You know, but today, okay, and this isn't bad. It's we have a lot of astrologers want to say it's kind of challenging, and it can be, of course. I mean, we are in challenging. The external world is challenging. I'm not going to deny that. But this last couple months is about us going inside and really releasing what's been holding us back from being our authentic selves in these new energies, because it's all new to all of us. We're not sure what's going on, and all the information as we receive the downloads coming in, we haven't received yet. So we're we're building on it, but as we build on it, we have to release what's not going forward. So this is again what Scorpio season is good for. The new moon being on, and that was also the Day of the Dead. It was also 11/1. So this is a new beginning. It was a 9-degree Scorpio new moon. That's an ending degree, right? So we know a beginning's coming up, but, and this is true. I mean, we're feeling all these things all at once, at different times. That it's just not one thing all the time. We're feeling it all. We get it all coming through. But the next 6 months, and this Scorpio new moon started it off. The next six new moons, or the including that one, are going to be at 9 degrees. Now, so see,
Oh,
to me, Spirit's talking, right? Spirit's saying there's a lot of endings coming here and a lot of change coming in. And that is true. We all know what's going to happen this week. We know that there's a major thing going on. Uh, Pretty much in our community, we believe Kamala is going to win, and that is, to me, that is true, especially when all those planets start to go uh, direct. January, February, around the inauguration, right? So, but after that, it's all about rebuilding. It's all about healing all of the stuff we got caught up in, right? As a society. I mean, we all are tired. It's like an ongoing PTSD. If you're focused on that, and this is something my guides are always saying to me, place your focus where your heart smiles, where you're happiest. If you're focusing on things that are just sucking your energy dry, you're never going to feel good. You're never going to be able to get past that anger, that frustration. And believe me, I have it. I understand, and I probably process 20, 30 times a day, ground and catch my breath and just center and say, we're safe. We're evolving because we are. That's one thing that's never going to stop ever. We've been evolving. We're at this 26,000 year end of a 26,000 year cycle where we're leaving the age of Pisces, entering the age of Aquarius, which pretty much starts on November 19th when Pluto re-enters Aquarius for the last time, and he'll be there 20 years. So Aquarius is brilliance and bringing in the new higher technology and the understandings and all about freedom, all about everybody working together. So that it's going to be that's going to be our focus. We might not see how it's all unfolding right now, but that's the focus for the future. Right now is going through these deep, deep, deep releases until sometime mid-January. It's just going to be how it is. We go deep, we come back up. I know I'm in an up phase right now myself, but I was in a real deep, long release period the last couple months. So it's that's how and it is about flowing with the energies. I mean, that's something my guide said to me almost every day because I'd feel like I need to do stuff and they're like, just be, just flow, just let it all just come up to your awareness so you can acknowledge it, make peace with it, love it, and release it. Whatever it is. Weird things like childhood and teenage, all kinds of things were coming up for me. So that I'm assuming that's happening for most of us as we are being downloaded with the higher frequencies. Simultaneously, these things are happening to us, and we're going to evolve and we're going to go forward. It's just the end of a cycle here, the end of and it's kind of got this demarcation point with the United States election. So it's and they're just showing me cycles and cycles and cycles and cycles, and and we just keep going. But where you place your focus for you, for your heart, for your happiness is everything. That's what I would say. Oh, did I go into the Pluto Mars opposition at all?
I don't know, but I'm very much affected by Pluto, and I find that it's just I don't know whether because of its rarity and the way that it's going into the sign of Aquarius and that it's in that 29 degree. Can I pull up the little diagram? So this is what I'm looking at, you guys. This is Pluto right here, and he's at 29 degrees here. And this is what did you say? This was Mars, right? Down here.
Mars. Yeah,
and Mars is at 29 degrees. And who else is ready to somebody else who's I'm not real good at the Neptune is at 27 degrees. Like there's a lot of big planets or outer planet. No, Mars isn't an outer planet, but didn't you say that there was a bunch of outer planets moving?
Yes, we have a Neptune, Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, Chiron, and who else is retrograde? And I think that's it. All the outer planets are retrograde. We have.
Oh, okay. So this little R right here means they're retrograde, all of these. Oh, look.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, now that I know what that means.
Yeah. So
Oh.
they're all reviewing, because the planets never stop. And every time they have an aspect with each other or the sun or the moon or anything, they upgrade, the information gets upgraded, and then they go to the next planet and they have an aspect with, and they upgrade together. And it's a constant thing that I'm shown that happens. And astrology it is significant these last 4 or 5 years, because at the beginning of 2026, okay, now we have a lot of planets going direct on 2025, but the beginning of 2026 we have Neptune and Saturn entering Aries together. So they're both in Pisces right now. End of the zodiac, end of an era. Think of it like that. When they go into Aries, Aries is always the new beginning, a beginning of a new era, a new way forward. Aries is the first zodiac sign, so you got to see that there's a lot of huge changes coming up. Um, that North Node is going to go over top of that Neptune right there that you see where Neptune is. That says to me, this is the big thing. Once the nodes change, because they'll change in January, so the North Node will go from Aries to Pisces, cross over Neptune, who's the ruler of Pisces, okay, is spirit. To me, I'm always shown Neptune is spirit in the chart, is the higher consciousness. Now, yeah, there's a lot more to it, and Pisces is huge, but what we've all been going through in the light worker, love worker, energy worker community, this has been why. So once that North Node finally goes across Neptune, to me it says, okay, now we've entered a new era of higher consciousness. Spirit's here. Okay, we're going into a more spiritually based society. Saturn's in Pisces too. Saturn's usually the taskmaster, the time lord, right? But he's being restructured. He's letting go of all that hasn't worked. Like just this. A lot of the constructs in our society for the last 26,000 years, and let's just go the last 100 years, what we lived through the last 50 years, is not life affirming. And that's what's got to be um, worked out these next few years. And that's what's going to be worked out. But we're going to have a higher
So
uh,
can I
consciousness.
ask a question? And if you don't know off the top of your head, that's fine. But didn't you say something about the moon um being in Scorpio? What is this? This is Sag, and is this the moon, or has it already moved? The moon
Yeah,
moves fast.
the moon in Scorpio was in Scorpio at 9 degrees for this new
Oh,
moon on the first,
where it
but it's
was in
already moved into Sagittarius. Yeah, so
okay.
and you see how it went over top. I can't see the degree. Mercury there, so Mercury is getting more information. They're talking to each other. See, the moon moves the fastest, so the moon
Mm,
brings in that newer information to whoever he when he passes or she passes, however you want to call it. They constantly talk. Now Sagittarius is the higher learning, the higher vision. Like, where can I point my arrow to? You know, Mercury's there, so we're getting that information. Okay, it doesn't have to be all deep and you know let's face it, sometimes Scorpio, you get down deep into the underbelly of things. It gets a little hard to maneuver in there. But once you do face your stuff in Scorpio, here's where that Pluto comes in. Pluto and Mars are rulers of Scorpio. Transform or die, and it's not like you die. It's like, think of a phoenix rising up. Every time you release something, you rise up as a phoenix again, and things look different, and you're at a different space where you can create from. So when you go into Sagittarius is all this knowledge and wisdom is available to you. It's ruled by Jupiter, you know, and you
mm-hmm.
can, again, where are you placing your focus? But that Mars Pluto opposition, where they were both at 29 degrees, Pluto in Capricorn, Mars in Cancer. Now Mars is going to move into Leo today, and Leo's all about the heart. When Mars was in Cancer, he's about security and stability, and is my home safe? And Pluto wants the integrity of that to be the number one thing. We all want to be, I am safe. I am safe where I am. And that Mars is really helping us get through that, because Mars isn't usually about feelings. But Mars this year, okay, he's gone into Cancer, he's going into Leo today, then he's going to go retrograde December 6th. And he's not going to go back into Leo, the degree he leaves Leo, until sometime April, May.
Wow.
So that's a long time for Mars to go back and forth in Cancer and Leo. My feelings, my heart. My feelings, my heart. It's emphasizing
Mm.
what matters to you, and please just focus on that. Give your energy to what matters to you, not all this other stuff, because by the next time, now there's going to be three of these Mars opposing Pluto, right? This one is in Capricorn. The next two are going to be Mars in Leo opposing Aquarius Pluto, and I'm sorry, Mars Cancer opposing Aquarius Pluto, and then the last one will be Mars Leo opposing Aquarius Pluto. So we're evolving through that dark, deep energy of Scorpio
And it's
and Mars.
all new.
Yeah,
It's all new.
yeah,
And I think that Val and I were having a little chat before, and she said something that really was very informative to me, and I hadn't considered this before. And she said, a lot of astrologers are saying, remember when this was in the stars before it was like the Civil War? Remember the
mhm,
Revolutionary War? And she said, we've never been here before. This is all new. We've evolved. That the energies are not the same. The
mhm,
planets may be in the same, but the planets have evolved. The
mhm,
planets evolve. The energy evolves. The information evolves. So we're not at that same lower level, sort of uninformed and uninspired or unevolved
mhm,
humanity or planets or universe. Everything is evolving. And I thought, wow, that is really a beautiful way of looking at it, and how important it is to remember that and not just say, well, just because this was this way back in history, it's going to be this way again. We're not
mhm.
here, and we're so much more in a different place in the universe because we're constantly moving and changing. I go like this because of that one graphic
Yeah,
we saw.
good.
And we are just, we're really in an entirely different place, and it's all new. It's all
Mhm,
new. The possibilities are new. And I think that you have to take some of the other astrologers with a grain of salt when they say this has this type of energy. It did have this type of energy. So what may have been you know well, it may happen, but in a different degree or in a different way, you
right,
know.
right,
Um,
exactly. And it's
mhm.
always evolving, right? So it's always leveling up. It's always changing. And yeah, we can see there's a lot that needs to be addressed here, and a lot of, there's wars, there's outbreaks of tension and things like that. But that's also being kind of, we're at the end of this age, we're at the end here, and there's a lot of that old is trying to stay relevant as we evolve, and it can't. It really can't. It's life negating energies are not going into the future. It's it's not our way forward, and especially with Pluto and Aquarius, especially with us moving into Aquarius. I mean, I don't know when that's going to be, but all the other planets have gone through Aquarius. One more thing, um, Chiron is at 20 degrees Aries right now. Same degree, same place it is in America's birth chart. So again, that's Chiron, the deepest, the wounded healer, right? The deepest of the deepest wounds. I mean, look how America was founded. Look at all the loss that had to occur for us to be free, right? So this has been playing out for 248 years, and Pluto in Capricorn, that won't happen again for 248 years. This Aries is here because the reason why Pluto in a Capricorn was so important is because it's in America's birth chart at 27 degrees, Pluto Capricorn. So it's gone over there like 3 or 4 times. It's gone back and forth. Back. It takes a long time for Pluto to move. It takes 248 years to go around the sun, right? So here we are on our first Pluto return. I believe I looked up the Chiron returns. It was the sixth Chiron return. And think of all we have released and how we have become more of one nation, united. Now these forces that want to divide us are trying to do that to stay relevant. They're not going forward with us. They know it. They can't. It's not a frequency match. We have been, as we've been peeling back these layers and evolving, we've been raising in frequency. Mother Earth has been raising in frequency. All life on her has. And anything that is going higher in frequency, if it's a low frequency, it's not a match. It can't do it. It's not. I mean, that's a universal law. That's not me saying that.
That's
So
really good.
yeah.
Really good. Jenny says, this is amazing. Thank you, Val, for sharing all of this information. And Lori says, I love this. It gives me another knowing of the importance of living in the now.
Yes.
Lovely and hopeful. Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
Ooh, very
Yes.
nice and very uplifting and extremely informative. And so thank you very much, Val. And if something comes up as we're moving along, if somebody has any questions, we can continue. But I think that it's a good time. Maybe we're 20 minutes in. We have 2/3 of the show. We'll go. Are you ready to start doing some readings, Val?
Yeah.
We have a lot of people waiting for readings.
Absolutely, yes. And see, that's another thing, right? That we have this grand water trine. We did. Mercury moved on, but that was really like getting our juices flowing. So everybody's got, we all have our eye on the way forward. That's good for questions.
Exactly. I love this. So Stacy is here from Sacred Key Codes, and Stacy and Daphne will be with me in at 5 p.m. Eastern today to answer some questions. So thank you for stopping by, Stacy. We'd love to see you. And hello to Denise and Sandra and everybody that popped in, to Lynn, Sandra, I said, and Dora, MEJ, Carolina, Jen, thank you for everything, and Jazz, Liz. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else. Everybody that was popping in, thank you all very much. So, Miss Sherlock, are you still here? Say hello. And Craig and Denise Lynn, are you guys still here? Just say hello. And we'll get started right there.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes everybody's popping in a question. It's moving fast. It's moving fast. Okay, Miss Sherlock's still here. Can you ask my guide Ike if my dear son Lucas, he's 20, will be able to support himself financially by the time I pass away? Oh, God love you, Miss Sherlock. Aw.
I know. That hit my heart.
I think I did read this question for you once before, so I'm going to let Val answer what her version
yes. He's 20. He's evolving. He's learning like we all did at 20. He's going to find his, wow, just got a big chill, like his place in the world. He's really, I really feel like he has an interest in something that he loves, and he does work on it. And that is the way forward. Like this. Oh, And let me just say this real quick. The old ways of doing things, 9 to 5, burning the midnight oil, you know, produce or die, that isn't the energy going forward. Um, we're changing how we are being human beings. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
I'm getting a yes, but I'm going to pull a card for you too.
Let me switch us around so that I can make you big
Sure.
with the cards.
Yeah. See, he's doing something that's fulfilling himself, and he's, uh, you know, like all of us, he's learning as he goes how to make that uniquely his energies, and he's got abundance here, health here, growth. He's this is a fertile card, and then underneath that was fortune. I mean, fortune doesn't necessarily have to be money, but he does love what he does. He does love what his he I don't know why I'm getting what he does. Is that right? um, I'm seeing his heart grow with whatever it is that he is interested in, and it really is his way forward. Spirit's backing him. This is all him and his spirit. Is what he came here for. I believe he's going to find his way, definitely. And you're a beautiful soul for caring, thinking about him.
I know. And you're going to be around for a lot longer than you think,
Yeah.
Miss Sherlock. He's going to keep young. And I feel as though it's not necessarily that he's going to, oh, I do this every time. I'm sorry. It's
It's
not
okay.
necessarily that he's going to be able to 100% support himself, but he'll find the support that he needs. He'll find a group or the resources that will assist him in give him the support that he needs in order to be support, to take care of himself. Yeah. No, he's not going to be homeless. No, Miss Sherlock,
Mm-mm.
he's not going to be homeless. You're not going to
Mm-mm.
let that happen. And he's going to find the resources that he needs in order to ensure against that. I think there's going to be a lot more community, a lot more.
Yeah.
There's going to be more systems put in place and support and affordable housing and group housing and things like this that are non-existent because it just things are going to be changing. Things aren't going to be the way they are right now, so just so you know.
And
But
that's
thank
part of
you.
this evolution. That's part of this
Yes.
evolution. We're gonna really do this. Again, Aquarius for everybody. Aquarius is humanity. How do we make humanity feel safe? How do we give them a safety net? A real safety net.
Okay, so is Denise and Jenny here, or Denise and Craig here?
Hi, Craig. Hi, Jenny.
Sorry,
Hi,
you
Chris.
guys. I'm going to go with Emmy J because I know that she's here.
Hi, Emmy
Emmy,
J.
and if Craig or Denise Lynn, if either one of you are here, let me know. Let me just jot this down. And then Leah Makia.
Leah Vikia.
And we're doing Mary Ellen now. She said, I would love a reading.
Sure. Mm. I feel you're working on something too. Like, writing? Are you I think you were doing your writing. I think you are. I think you're writing a lot about things that I don't know how to things have been hidden in your let's see what we got here. And you're also on a healing journey. Tune into your divine blueprint, which I think you're doing. This is health and healing. Tune into your divine blueprint. Are you getting like there's a lot of energy coming in, and we're all it's what we are a frequency match to is coming into us. And I know that you are a higher consciousness. In your higher consciousness, a lot of healing light is coming into you. How they're showing, they keep focusing on the person here with the light above them, and like the I wouldn't say earth below them. Um, but I also see you writing. I also see you bringing in information. I think I'm going to pull one more. What do you have, Jean?
I got carrier of activation key codes, sort of like the codes, activation codes. You're the
Maybe one.
carrier. And I think it's going to be coming through your writing. And I think it's going to be coming through you, Mary Ellen. And you think you're the recipient, but you're the carrier. And I think that's and I think that you're just going to share what you have, but it's going to have an activation sort of code or activation frequency in in your in your work or in your communication. Yeah.
She is an act. That's what it is. She's activating. See all these energy, but like, wow, wow, that's really cool, Jean. And then I got believe in magic, which you know, this is Journey by Moonlight, and I know it's more about going in deep, and I think that's what you've been doing too. Believing in the magic, seeing the magic. I think you're seeing the light too. The light codes coming in.
Absolutely.
Hope that
Uh,
helps.
Thank you very much, Mary Ellen. It was a pleasure reading for you. It was really
Yeah.
nice. And thank you very much, Denise Lynn, for your kind and generous donation. We appreciate that very much.
Oh, thank
And
you.
I didn't see anything from Craig. I think he may have gone to take the dogs out. But Denise Lynn is here. And after Denise is Leah Makia. So, Leah, just say hello. And Denise says, I would love a guided message if possible. I'm open to receiving a message hug. Aw.
Aww.
Okay. I'm going to do an energy reading. We'll see. Okay,
Sure.
Leah, thank you. I'm checking you off. I'm writing you down. I'm checking you off when you say you're here.
Mm. Mm.
So, Denise, I do see your energy as they I think they want you to release the expectations. I
Mm.
feel as though you're sort of you're narrowing the possibilities because you have like a your expectation is this is the way it's going to look, but what what is possible is something that you haven't considered. So they want you to ask for what you want, or state the being in which you feel is in your highest good, and then let it go and say this or something better, and
Mhm.
in any way that it wants to come in. I do feel as though you're waiting for that one sign or that one, I don't know how to explain it. You're waiting for a specific outcome,
Mhm.
or an invitation, and they're saying, the energy is different, and the energy is comes in creative ways, and they want you to play with the universe, open up to the possibilities, and just relax, um, instead of saying, well, I've got to get this, I've got to get this, I've got to get this. And it may not be that for you. You may have a different type of opportunity that is better than this, you know? So
Mhm.
keep an open mind and state the what you feel is in your highest good and what you want in your life, and not want, but what your highest vibration or what your highest way
Mhm.
of what your highest bliss would be, and then let it go. And this or something better.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm getting that too. I'm getting there's something about the past you're holding on to, or we all wish a lot of things were different. But that's kind of why we're here in this Scorpio season. What we've been doing these last 4 or 5 years really is releasing all of that. It's not easy because we think, well, you know, if I hold tight to it, I can make it change, make it better. But this is like you I'm getting real big chills on this, and I honestly don't mean anything by this other than it's time to let it go. Free it. Free yourself. Let it whatever this is for you, let it evolve how it's going to evolve. Like I can't change anybody. I can't help. I can see things. I can say what I see and feel, but I can't change anybody but me ever. And believe me, I tried to change a couple people. It just doesn't work. It's just not there. I think you're on a different journey. You're on a higher journey, but you feel like you're gonna maybe leave someone behind or lose someone because of it. But that's not the case. You go through this, you release, and it's hard, right? It's not easy to become that neutral observer and be the love that you are. Just constantly send out love to this situation. I can't change it, but I can send unconditional love and truth. And that's to everything out there that's going on. And that's what I'm guided to do. And it took me a long time to get to that. Um, but once you do, you're going to go through this, like it's saying, you're going through like this rejuvenation period. It's like a rainy period, right? Where you're clearing the past to heal the present. And once you are, and this is again what this last part of this year is about. When we realize we don't have power over anyone but ourselves and how we perceive things. If I'm not following my heart, what am I focusing on? If I'm just always looking at the negative side, I used to be that person for over 50 years, so I know that side real good. But you're protected. You got your team is protecting you. You have the information coming in from your team, the higher um it says authority on here, but it's the higher understanding that they're trying to show you. I got the Four Cups up reverse, so to me, that's kind of like something in the home, somebody in the family. Again, here we go with that Mars and Cancer. The family stuff is being in our, it's something that we have to let go. I'm having to let go of something real big right now myself and my family. I understand, but once you do, this is a huge jump, and you shift, and you will don't rush it, just let it happen. But when you see yourself holding on too tight, and that's kind of the biggest point here, is we don't even see that we're doing it. But once we can catch ourselves doing it, we can stop and react, or not react, respond in a different way. That's going to make a huge difference for you, and you're going to get through this. We're all going to get through this. We are.
Yep. And you'll be able to do it. It's
Yeah.
not going to be hard, and it's going to be effortless. And when it does occur, you'll be like, "Oh, that's right."
Right.
And
Yeah.
it allow and just keep saying, "I'm allowing." And when we let go, it's almost like there's this much space. So if you're holding on to something, there's all this new stuff that's waiting to come in that can't fit. So you have to let go of this old stuff so the new stuff can first come in. And also the analysis paralysis sort of works here.
Mm.
Like if we don't make a decision, or if we're indecisive and we have to keep moving forward. We have to keep evolving. We have to keep you have to keep action because spirit can't guide us when we're inactive. We have to take action. It's our own free will, and it's really like staying in the flow. And perhaps whatever this is that you feel is holding you back is just your one decision, or your one letting go, or your one it's really just a perspective, and it's an allowance. Instead of try, just relax and allow, and say, I
Mhm.
welcome this or something better, and trust the universe. And I know it sounds like, Jean, how can I just trust and it happen when I've been trying all this time and it
Yeah,
hasn't happened? I'm letting it's the wave of the universe. It's the energy of the universe. We have to speak the universe speak. We have to
yeah,
speak the spirit speak. This is what they want us to do, is to relax and go with the flow, and allow the guidance to come through. And if I hadn't experienced it myself, I'd be like, I've been trying for 20 years, it hasn't happened. You want me to let go and think it's going to happen?
yeah,
It's not logical. It's just the way of the universe. It's the letting go and trusting. It really is. It's having faith. You're going to make it through, Denise, and it's not going to be hard. I think you're trying it the hard way. It's not going to be hard. It's not. It's going to happen when you release and allow. It really does.
it
Yeah.
does. That was perfect, Jean, because it is. It's like it's our grip. It's our grip on it, and we're holding on, right? And we're holding on for dear life. And as soon as you say, "Okay, I'm just gonna let go and see how," with love, it changes everything. Like Jean said, you wouldn't believe it until you actually experience it, and then you know. And right, this is something. Let me say this real quick. This is something we're all being faced with, especially this end of this year, the end of this age, the end of this time period. There's that big thing in us that we're like, but if I don't hold on to it, it's whatever your worst nightmare is, and you know letting go and allowing is it's just best for everybody, and it really does. It just kind of like it pops the cork. It lifts everyone when you do that, including yourself.
So thank you very much for the question, Denise. And she says, message received. And it's also here, the question you asked, a lot of people are going to need to know, to hear. It's not just
Hmm.
you that needed to hear the answer to
That's
that,
right.
or the guidance for that. And thank you very much for your question. Um, and what is it? And that's where she said, what is it? And this is what I search for, the it. And it's you
You.
beauty of creating and discovering and allowing. It's really make it fun, make it exciting, make it like an adventure, you know?
Yeah,
That's what this it is. It is up to you to find what the it is that is going to spark the awareness open in you.
yeah.
And whatever makes you happy, whatever is joyful, whatever
Mm.
is, it is up to you. We can't tell you what the it is because it's your journey. And yeah.
And what's your seriously? Is there any no limitations? What would be your biggest wish and your biggest dream? And there you find your it, or you find what that thing is. But remember, it's only us that can go forward with it. We can't say, well, I need their approval. I need to make sure they're okay, or this is okay, or that's okay. Once you know what that is, you follow your path. That your team will open those doors for you. It's what you love and value, what you dream of.
Sandra Dell says it's in us. Thank you,
Yeah,
Sandra. It's
yeah,
so beautiful. I love the way the chat really supports it.
yeah. I
Yeah,
love it.
for sure.
Thank
And
you.
I just wanted to pop this up. I know that Denise and oh no, we're reading Denise. Leah Makia is next, but Denise says, "Please tell me who I need to work with to open up." And I know that Val already knows this, but Pamela, it's you. You are who you need to work with. Your higher self, your divine aspect, getting to know the spiritual or the soul aspect of you. It's you who you need to work with to open up. It's that connection. Connect to your higher self, connect to the eternal part of yourself. You, who it is, it's you that you need to work with. Does that make aw? She said thanks.
Yeah. And your higher self is you. You know, your higher self is you. We have a team that guides us. We come here. This has been, we've been purposely disconnected from this, because we were told we had to follow a certain way of doing things. But we come here with a team, and that team has been waking us up, right? This is awakening. It's what we've been going through since 2012, since really 1987, but all these different points. And you know we've all been living under this strict construct, like, you can't talk to anybody, you can't have somebody guiding you, angels or dragons. Are you crazy? Now when you open up to that, take your time and connect. Say, I really want to know. I started with my higher self, is what I'm trying to say. Then you start to understand the rest of your team, but get that dialogue going with your higher self. That's you. You can trust that. That's your intuition. You can trust it. Your feelings guide you. Your heart guides you. Your gut guides you. Um, that I'm seeing that they've been, and this is for many teams trying to get our attention, but we're so busy wrapped up into the day to day that we're like, oh, that's not. And you'll even have something that, well, I knew that was going to happen. When you have those moments, oh, wow, that happened. I knew it was going to happen. That's, your guidance. Your guidance is coming online, and it's our responsibility to hone in on it, right? Take
Things
the
are
class.
changing.
Yeah, learn how to connect. Now, Jean obviously does mediumship and can connect you to um, your your spirit guides, or to your soul, to your higher self, and you can always make an appointment with Jean. I do a psychic and intuitive astrology reading. It's kind of like a soul reading too, and it's like you get to connect more to your team. This is important when you first start to wake up, that you can, I searched out many readers, a lot of information to show me the right way. Am I on the right path? Am I hearing things? Am I okay? At first I didn't even think I was okay, but
And Denise says, I'm a very concrete thinker, so I'm all about releasing so that you can come in a new way.
yeah.
Absolutely, Denise. And it's an old habit that we all have, and it's not easy to break. And it's not about it's because our ego and the way it used to be, we used to have to do, try in that concrete way. And that helped you to survive up until this point. But with the new energy and the new frequency, it'll be a little bit different.
Mhm.
That's okay. She says, sorry, I'm driving. Oh my gosh,
No, it
Denise,
doesn't.
be
Yeah.
careful. Be
And
careful.
don't forget that Mars is, we all have Mars in us. We all have all these planets in us, all these signs in us. Our Mars part of us is the ego, and it is being restructured here in Cancer, right? And Leo, my feelings, my heart. Mars never stops to think about that. He just wants to go. Let's do it. Let's get it done. That's the old way, though. Now he's bringing in heart with it. Um, at least take that breath and that pause, and consider something else.
And I think it's really important. A lot of people really needed to hear this today. So thank you very much. And
Yeah.
and like Denise, it wasn't just you and your question. This is why it continued on for so long. It is the question that so many
Right.
people have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Leah Makia is here, and after Leah is Jess Rain, and after Jess is Star Midnight. So
Okay.
Leah Makia says, I'm a Halloween uh BOT and Scorpio. Um,
Born on the night. Born on the. Feel like major changes are coming in my
uh-huh.
life. Yeah, oh
I
goodness, yes, they are.
I feel like major changes. any guidance, any clues or guidance with major changes?
With the
Well,
Scorpio, oh, go ahead.
no,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, no, you
I
already.
think I will go first.
Yeah.
I think this is a good time for you to get your chart read, and
Mm,
especially with your birthday, especially with
mm,
new changes, especially the astrology will be able to give you the flavor or the forecast of uh, what looks like is coming up. The timing and the energies that are coming up in your chart will help to not tell you what to do or give you the details of the job that you're going to get, but they're going to tell you how you're going to feel and what aspects, what job or home or career or
mm,
aspects things will be coming up for you so that you can have an idea of what to expect. So I think that this would be a really good time. But let's just dive in psychically and see what we can find for Miss Leah Mikia.
mhm.
Oh, it was born. It was born
That's what I
Scorpio.
thought.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was pretty sure. Mm, I agree with Jean on the chart reading because you have something significant in part of your chart, your house, a house of your chart, which indicates where this is coming, uh, where this new changes are coming in, right? Because they are coming in for all of us. And you
Oh,
being a Scorpio, you feel that. You know something significant's coming.
she said she did have a reading with you pre-surgery, and
Yeah.
it's time for another. Mhm.
Oh, that's right, Leah. How are you feeling? Oh, I'm so good
So
to see you.
what I was getting for you, Leah, is that it's I feel like there's going to be you've just went through a healing process yourself, but I think you're also going to be doing some energy healing. You're performing, learning how, and doing energy healing for others. It's going to. I don't know. I feel like you already are in affiliate or have some Reiki experience, but I think that you're going to move into doing like intuitive energy healing for others. This
Mhm.
is whatever it is that you're feeling called to do. But I feel like it's in the healing realm, and I feel like there's this one thing that you need. It's almost like the wounded healer or uh, healing the healers. And because you had this issue that you needed to get over and to get through, and now that you're on the other side of it, you're ready to, you're prepared and um, now ready to focus on what it is that brings you joy. So I don't know if you are interested in healing, Miss Mikia, but that's what I'm feeling for you, that you're going to be starting out on your own practice. And either you're
Mhm.
practicing healing or you're practicing an intuitive process or an intuitive energy healing. But yeah, and you could also um, be starting some mediumship as well.
Yeah,
How about you? Mhm.
I got the same thing. Like she's being guided to, and uh, then I got emotions under that, right? I got guidance from her team, right? Emotions. She's a Scorpio. I do feel like you're an energy, emotional healer. Like you help people process it deeper, the deeper stuff. We all have Scorpio in our chart, but Scorpio's sons, right, are uh, adept at looking at the darkness and working through it. And I'm not trying to say that to be scary, but let's face it, we have a light side and a shadow side. And this is kind of, well, it is everything we've been doing, the shadow work to get um, to remove all those layers, to find out who we are in this, because we're like diamonds. Like this is us. You're just diamond, but we got to get rid of everything around that to be that brilliant diamond and follow our guidance, follow the way forward. And that's something we've all been going, our entire lives we've been going through. But yeah, I feel like also, I mean, they're showing me, a lot of us have taken a lot of, well, and it's been serious, right? It's felt heavy and serious, but it's time to let loose and lighten up and get into your creativity and have fun and really dig into maybe taking another class or learning another way to do something like that. You know, that's what I'm getting. Your creativity's on, but I don't think a lot of us are giving ourselves. This is kind of for a lot of us, the we've taken things very seriously. Have fun and enjoy yourself and go play almost seems like, wait a minute, but I'm doing this serious work. How am I going to get these answers if I'm not being serious? But fun brings that in too. When you let your spirit just be, a lot more comes into us on those uh, at those times. And again, for a Scorpio, this is pretty deep, unknown territory. You know, this is, as you're doing that, coming into yourself and cleared yourself. You're on. You kind of know that's what you're here for. I think you're going to take some more classes, maybe. But this is, you are exactly where you need to be, right? Unknown territory. Never feels good being at the unknown territory door, and I think we're all there. We're kind of like, okay, now what's next? What's going next? Well, all this sloughing all this off, and to get more detailed, I do need to see your chart and where that occurring in your chart, you know. But you've put in the work, and you've been putting in the work, doing the healing, doing the deep dives. It's not easy, but it's time to have some fun and lighten up too, I
Yeah,
guess.
thank you, thank you, Leah. And she said that she's doing ancestral healing course, and she loves that she is also interested in healing. I love that, Leah Mikia. Thank you very much, and all the best to you. And if you need somebody to practice on, just give me a
Right.
call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Miss Leah Makia. And next is Rain, and
Mm,
just Rain, and just says, "Can I have a reading?" And I'm looking for. I think she said, or they said something else, but I can't see. Okay, now I see it.
mm.
Oh man, that just jumped.
I know everything's like, it's not behaving the chat. This it's not you guys in the chat. It's the StreamYard stuff or whatever.
Here she is. It's Felix. My name is Felix, and I'm an Aries. And they want a general reading, an energy reading.
Wasn't I see? Aries. Mars rules Aries. And here we got that Mars in Cancer. But we have Chiron in Aries. We have the North Node coming out of Aries, the way forward. Uh, there's a lot going on. That's, Aries want to jump too. They're the first sign. They're new. They're fiery. They're ready to go. Uh, I'm trying to feel into you. It would be, again, is another one. It'd be good to see what you have going on in your chart. Let me pull some cards for you. Are you getting anything, Jean?
Not yet.
Me neither. Let's see. I feel you feel like you're not moving fast enough, is what I feel. And uh,
Well,
we,
Felix, I just want to share what I'm getting and take it with a grain of salt. It may just be the beginning. I see a tarantula. I'm not sure if you like tarantulas, but this
ooh,
particular tarantula has like brown, hairy legs. And on the brown, hairy legs, there are orange rings. And they're only like small little rings. They're I don't know why I think of SpaghettiOs when I see them, like small little rings around the legs of a tarantula. So I would look up the spiritual meaning of tarantula and see if there's any tarantulas that have an orange ring around their legs, which is quite unique. Um, I do feel as though you work with different realms, like you are interested in the mysteries of the world, um, the phenomena that goes on in this world, the mysteries, and I'm also getting those. What are those things that are showing up out of nowhere? You're very much connected to the earth. There's
Mhm.
monoliths. They're those metal like posts that are showing up out of nowhere. I think they're called monoliths. I don't know what
Mhm.
that is. Um, but things like this, like the mysteries of the world and the revealing of the realms, like the portals as well, the portals that are here on Earth. You're very much interested in uncovering the mysteries of the world and the Earth specifically, not necessarily, it's mysteries of the Earth specifically. And you're very much an investigator, or
Mhm.
you have a healthy curiosity about the land that you're here existing. And I feel as though you may be a new um, incarnation here on this earth. You have not incarnated on this earth very many times before, and this is one of your and this is the fascination and the I think you have like a drive to uncover some of the mysteries that are about earth and about these things that are appearing and not appearing. I feel like maybe even like the Mandela effect, and the things that are occurring on Earth or that are appearing, like the animals or those hills that have rainbow colors on them, and the tree that has the
Mhm.
rainbow bark on it, like these
Mhm.
mysteries that are sort of becoming um, a new awareness of these species that are here on Earth that weren't ever noted before, but now they're being noted, and it seems like they're new. Um, and you want to find out, you want to get to the bottom of these things. You have a very curious and inquisitive mind. Um, I feel like you are. You'll keep going. You'll keep searching, and I feel like you're not afraid to go down a rabbit hole if it'll get you the information that you need.
Mhm.
And what the guides are suggesting for you, Felix, is to maybe shut the computer down and connect with your higher self and connect with automatic writing and see what you can get from your own intuition. Because as you've been searching and searching and searching, you're only finding what other people already found. And I think that you may have a link to the insight that you're looking for, and this is why you feel driven so much to
Yeah.
find this out, is to you're driven to find this out because it's inside of you already, and it's only going to help you to find more from yourself or from the access that you have within yourself. Does that make sense?
Mhm. Yeah.
Hi, Cosmic World Bridger.
Hi, everybody. I feel that you are very fiery, and Aries rules the head. Think about it. Aries rule all this, and the thoughts come in so fast, and you're digging and you're finding the information. But Jean's right. You take the time to integrate that information, to connect it to your higher self, right? Because you are on a specific path. But again, I got this unknown territory where we don't have all the information yet. You are exactly where you need to be, but let it come in, let it settle in, let it sit in, because this is all this newer, higher vibration. You're working hard. You really do uh, And Jean, you were talking about it connected to the earth, and I got this. Our beautiful planet, you really are concerned, I think we all are, about restoring her, you know, and maybe you're looking through for ways like that. I don't know why I just saw soil. Um, but you're working hard, you're going fast. You're an Aries. You want to go fast. That sun's blazing, that fire's blazing. Take the time though to go in and balance yourself. Okay, make sure you can integrate, and then you get more information on the way forward that's best for you. Okay, this is the home card, but you are your own home. This is about you being motivated and going forward, because you know you're here to do something and you're ready to do it. You know, I think we all feel that underlying, I know I'm here for this. And it's kind of just as we are learning and investigating and understanding these energies more, and what's coming through and what matters to our heart and what our dreams and wishes are, and it kind of just eventually narrows the path down to where we're going to, okay, this is the path. Then that information's coming through at all moments, you know. So give yourself the time. I'm getting you need the time to integrate.
What you are seeking is seeking you, for
Yes.
sure.
Oh, I love that. Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
Jeannie.
Mm-hmm. And Felix also said, "What's the significance of locking my house door on the 16th last year and happening again on the same date of October 16th?" I think it's a synchronicity for you,
Yeah.
Felix,
Some,
and and what I mean by that is it makes you notice. It makes you
yeah.
stop and notice. It's not a coincidence. It's a it's it's a it's a synchronicity. It's saying, "Oh, there's more here to this realm than just me and my ego. There's guidance and there's more that at work here than just me and you know than
Jean,
just this realm."
Jean, that's it. That's it right there. Your your team, Mother, Father, God, your higher self is constantly talking to you, and they want you to notice these things. It's not all left brain. This is why they're saying integrate uh, both hemispheres. You do that by crossing your arms, cross your legs. You know, help yourself utilize all of your skills and abilities. You know, use your heart, pull your heart in
Hmm.
there too. What matters to your heart? Wow, that's pretty
Hmm.
cool.
Yep,
Yeah,
very nice.
you're being unlocked. Does that make sense? Like the locks are unlocked.
We're all being unlocked.
Yeah,
And
we
that reminds me of that astrological alignment that I said it's going to move, and it all those retrogrades, it moves like a combination lock. And
yep,
oh my gosh, I love it.
I do
Thank you
too.
very much, Leah, for your kind, generous donation. I really appreciate it. And Felix says, "Thank you because I'm starting a new journey to save humanity." There you go.
I love it. I love it. And
And
see,
the earth. Yep.
you're doing your Aquarius. This is your soul work. This is why you came here. Yeah, man,
Absolutely.
I'd like to see your chart, you know, because that Aquarius is about freedom, about healing, about the earth, about all of us, right? Aries, you can see, I know we can get this done, you know, let's do it.
Yep. But they want you to start listening to your own guidance or consider doing automatic writing,
Mm-hmm.
because even if it doesn't happen the first month you do it or the second month you do it, eventually things will start coming through that automatic writing. And what you're looking for on the internet is only things that other people already found. You need to, there's something inside of you that wants to be found.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm not saying stop, but do it in addition to. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. How exciting
Mm-hmm.
was that? Thank you, Jess, very
A lot
much.
of deep messages, but we're in Scorpio season, so we're expecting deep. It's really cool. And we all are
All right.
being enough.
We are over an hour, Val. Are you okay on time?
Yeah.
Can you
Mhm.
can you do one or
Sure.
two?
Sure.
All right. I have another show coming up, so we'll do one or two more here. So
Okay.
Star Midnight said, "Can you give me a message from my guides and guardian angels?" Okay, very good. Thank you.
Mhm. I feel like you're on a new, you're beginning a new journey too, Star Midnight. Like here we are. We all feel this new thing coming in for us, our new way forward, right? It's about following your heart, your intuition. Let's see what else we got here. You are. I feel you've been doing the work, and you've got to a point where you're ready to start. You feel you feel sufficient. You feel safe and secure, solid foundation to go forward onto this new path. Again, have have some fun. Have fun. Open up those doors. As I think you also taking classes or maybe in school. I feel like you're opening up your. I see your crown chakra opening and information coming into you. You are. You see, you're on that new path, and this is something that isn't you're not used to, and maybe the world isn't. It isn't very. It isn't widely known. Are you doing something unique? Maybe you're learning something. You're hearing absorbing knowledge.
Star Midnight, just say hello. Let us know that you're still here. I just haven't heard from you. I know I did say she would be next, but I didn't know if she was still here.
Okay. See. Cosmic World Bridger, that's going to be a good full moon for you.
Oh, she's still here. Okay.
Cool.
So let us know if you're starting something new. I think Val was wanting to know that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes if we make a connection, we need the validation in order to move through.
Mm-hmm. There's
So let me,
go
do you want me to,
yeah.
do you want to, can you continue or do you want me to jump in?
Go ahead, jump in, please.
Well, I was getting something a little bit different for you, Miss Star Midnight. I was getting that you're hopeful and you're optimistic, but you're battling fear and doubt. And you feel a sorrow, and you are empathic. You are extremely sensitive, and you're an HSP is what they call it, highly sensitive person. And it's because you're coming into your awareness and your universal unity consciousness, and you feel a lot, and you feel the vibration of the collective, which is the community around you. You are hopeful, you are optimistic, but there seems to be some of these little things that are creeping in on you. And what they want you to know is that that is the ego side of your existence, of your awareness, that is testing, or that is tempting, or that is interfering with that hope and optimism. That hope and optimism is the vibration of your soul, and the fear and the doubt is the vibration of your ego. It is your conditioning from your past experiences that are not, and it's you don't want to let go of what it could be. So you're like, I can't let go. And what the universe wants you to know is to let go and to feel the doubt and trust it anyway. Say, I trust. I can feel, I know that that's my ego telling me I'm doubting, but I'm just going to trust. It's like a decision we need to make that we're going to trust that the hope and the optimism and that everything's going to work out okay, and work on trust and not listening to that ego telling you otherwise. And
Right.
it is a battle within us, and it's you coming into that unity consciousness that is letting go of the egoic type of doubt, and it's sort of like coming on a little stronger because they know you're letting go of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not explaining this correctly, but it's similar to what Denise had going on, but a little bit more in your feeling. I feel it in your chest. I feel it in your heart. I feel it in your sorrow. I feel it in you. It's almost like you feel defeated, and I think it's more of like a personal matter for you. And I feel as though you're. Don't be defeated, and they want you to know that your hope and your optimism, your soul is so much stronger, so much brighter than that egoic doubt. And it is only with trust and letting go and
This is talented.
that it's that we can exist because we're stronger than that. Hmm. uh okay, so now I think she's just a few minutes behind. She goes, yes, I'm taking a class in a week
Mhm.
for something entirely new. So that
Yeah.
is exactly right, Val.
And
So
and
go ahead.
she had to go through all those changes you just described, and still is, right? Like we're all going through these deep seated fears, right? This is another part of the Scorpio. Maybe I should have said it like that, because we're uncovering the dark. We're uncovering these things, these shadows that we think are so scary, but once we see them, they just kind of melt away in front of you, a lot of times. And here we are, having that courage, right? It also gives us courage because here we are in Pluto, Mars, all this is going on. That courage to go ahead and look and to work through it. So I felt like you went through something really hard. I mean, we've all been going through the last few years, and it finally is getting to that point where it's breaking away. But as it's breaking away, you're starting a new uh, way forward. And this is when the I don't want to say it like that. This is when, well, as we clear the old, like Jean was saying, you let go of all that stuff, the new information can come through, and you're guided to follow that path. Let go of that old path. But it's scary. It's scary as all get out. And it takes a lot of courage to stand there and say, no, I want to learn this. I want to pursue this. I want to go this way. You know, after being on this in this lifetime as in the density we've all been, we're starting to see the light, like all that darkness is and that gray is going away, cracking open to the light, is how I'm seeing it. Does that make sense, Jean?
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Star Midnight, for your question. And I hope everything goes well on your taking a class in something entirely new.
Yeah, so
That's so
excited.
exciting. And she says, yes, it does take courage to start something new. Thank you both.
Yeah, yeah. You're there though. Look, you made it. You got it. And that's something I don't think a lot of us really acknowledge. Honor the journey. Give yourself a hug, a pat on the back, a big kiss, a ice cream, anything. Honor that. Honor your. It's not been easy. It's not been an easy lifetime. You know, especially in its last 20 years or so. But
Absolutely.
we're coming out. We're coming into creating that new world.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Star Midnight. All the best to you. And Val, that will be the show for today. It is coming up on 4 o'clock. I have another show coming up after this, and I need to prepare for. And I just want to thank you, Val. Val will be back. Hopefully, I'm going to invite Val back. Hopefully, if she accepts to come back again next month. We love to do this show with you, and I love the information, the astrological information that Val shares with us in the beginning, and then to do readings together. It's just such a magical combination. I really love hanging out together with Val. So
I
thank
love
you
it.
all very much for being here and for all of your generosity and for asking your questions. And those who didn't get their questions answered, thank you for holding space for the others that are here. And I wish we could get to all of you, but it's just not humanly possible. But we will be answering questions on the next show. And I'll be back at 5 p.m. with Stacy and Daphne. And please do come on over and check it out. And then tomorrow I'll be on with the Crone Zone doing the Wisdom Circle. So, but look, that's more of a information type of a show. It's not really answering questions. But come on back, and we'll be back again. So thank you all. And Valerie, thank you so much for your expertise and for sharing all of your information with us. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Jean. I'm honored. I appreciate you inviting me. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.